Hi everyone, hello, and I think I'm making this video more for myself than for you, but I just came to different realizations in my life and just wanted to share a little bit of what I'm going through, and maybe it will be useful for some of you that's watching out there. So I'll try to make it quick and brief. Um, so my always biggest struggle in my life was to find something that I was meant to do in this life, and I really had difficult time to figuring out what it was. Along my journey, I realized that there is no such thing as you meant to do, and it's nothing that destined for you or whatsoever. It's just that as long as you go and live your life and you discover your talents and your potential, you will find out what the thing is for you particularly. And in the years of search and of going through different problems, realizations, and working on different issues, I right now can summarize three things that are stopping us from really developing and uncovering our true potential. And I will not say that it will bring you to your life purpose, because again, there is no such thing, in my opinion. At least there's no such thing as life purpose, and it's really misleading because it brings us to the search of something that is super ideal for us. That is not true, because nothing is ideal for us. Whatever is happening is already ideal for us. There is no ideal thing. Whatever is happening is meant to happen. Again, my opinion, my belief is whatever is happening for you here right now today is really something that needs to happen in order for you to move on to the next step of your life, of your journey. So for me, it was many years of struggle, of search, of work, and finally I can arrive, and I have arrived to three conclusions. First is the three conclusions about what's stopping you from finding your true purpose and aligning yourself with your true intentions of your life. So the first thing is your problems, emotional blocks, mental blocks, if you believe in past life blocks or ancestral blocks. So those are the things. This is like a big, really big thing, but it's a big group. But those are the things that I had to work through in order for me to bring myself closer to my desired outcome and to find out what my desires are for myself in my life, what I really like, and what I like for myself to do in my life. It's not the job that I do now, because it's temporary, and I really have bigger plans for myself. Then that's first thing. Second thing that was on the way of stopping you is not believing in yourself. It arrived to me also like after I worked through all the difficult lessons, traumas, emotional blocks, mental blocks. When I went through all that, I finally understood that I have power and I have certain talents, certain things that I wanted to bring into the world. But the lack of self-belief, self-esteem was there. So I needed to do little things in order for me to bring myself where I am today, and I'm not yet there. So the second thing that will be stopping you from achieving the life of your dreams is you not believing in yourself and in your powers. Then third thing that is for me right now, and I struggle with as well, and that's the reason why I'm making this video, actually, to remind myself about these things. and to summarize them, and hopefully to move on from it, because it's like, you're like standing, I feel like I'm standing in front of the door and I just need to open the door, but I'm afraid to open it. So, but it's not the fear. So the third thing for me would be is the brain is like, either I have too much time or I have too little time. So my brain is wandering. So it doesn't have structure, it doesn't have things to focus on. So my brain is too free. It's like, imagine you would be offered 3 jams to go with your toast, or you would be offered 15 types of jams to go with your toast. It would be very difficult to choose. And every morning since the pandemic, there's much more time on my hands. So I wake up every morning with the thought, like, okay, so what do I want to do today? But I don't set an intention to that thought. So my brain is really free and wandering, rather than being structured and go with a plan or with whatever dedications I put to that day. So the problem would be that no intentions, no correct or strong intentions, no plans. So the brain is too free and too loose. It's like, you have a dog, for instance, but you don't put the dog on the leash, so the dog is just running around and making mess everywhere you go, instead of like just keeping that dog on the leash. So the brain is also like this, when you give it too much freedom, it just goes around and it does things. So it's very difficult to deal with that. And as a solution, what I'm thinking right now is to end up video to summarize everything as this for the solutions. So on first case, when you have first stage that you need to deal with the traumas and emotional blocks and everything, I would recommend psychologists or past life regressionist. And I went myself through that. Then it was not very fast. It took some time, but every time you would remove layers and layers and layers of traumas, and every time it would be easier and easier for me to be myself and to feel myself. And one time I remember I was out with my friends and I felt myself totally free, like free to be who I am, free to behave the way I wanted. And it wasn't crazy, it was just me. And I was so shocked that, like, hey, at my 32 years old, at my 31 years old, I'm just feeling this free right now. How bad that is. Like, I've lost so much conscious life to feel free just now. And after that moment, I would feel more free in the way I am and the way I behave, what I say, what I feel, what I can express. But still not totally free, because there's still some, there's sometimes little things still happening. But then I did become free from all those layers and removals of the blockages of the energy and all that. So I would recommend to work with someone professional to remove those problems for you, someone who can help you to point on the right things. Then for second thing, the thing that blocks you, like self-esteem. So going to the first thing, the self-esteem comes from you not knowing what to do. And then when you remove all those layers, you become your authentic self, you become your real self. And self-esteem here is good when you understand who you are, you remove all those layers of problems, of emotional blocks, of everything of all the negative energy that limits you to be who you are. You arrive to the point where you understand what you like to do and what you love to do. But the problem is your brain is not trained to do those things, and brain thinks that you're not worthy or you're not good enough in doing what you're doing, or what you want to do at least. And the self-esteem arrives there. So your brain would be stopping you all the time, saying like, hey, I'm not good enough, maybe I'm not meant to do this, blah, blah. So the thing is, for the brain to stop doing this, you have to do this, whatever you want to do, little things, but every time. Like, you have to be consistent in, oh my God, and this is, I need to apply this to myself as well, because I really struggle there. So you have to be consistent in doing things that you do and do them maybe every day a little bit, or every 2 days a little bit, or maybe 3 times a week, but really do them. Let's say you want to draw, or you want to learn art of water painting, for instance. Then you have to put yourself there, into the mindset, into the idea that you will do it little by little, but consistent. Because what your brain needs to understand is the consistency. What you need to put there is the energy of consistency that should come into your life. And then the more you do it, the more you become confident in it, because you see the results that will get better and better with the time that you progress. So yeah, same things applies. Something applies for me as well. And it's, for me, that's a struggle, because to put myself into the order of doing something consistently, that's my problem. That's where the third thing arrives. The third thing is to quiet your mind and to focus on one task, or whatever that task is you want to be. Your desire, your path, whatever you're called to be doing. Because for me, I feel like since I've worked and I've released all the traumas, I feel like I found my direction, but I don't really know what it, I feel what the direction is. I have certain ideas, and it's not just one thing, it's a big thing that maybe doesn't exist yet, who knows. But it's like, it's just, the idea is so big that my brain doesn't know what to get from there, because it's compilation of several things. So I just have to pick one and focus on that particular one. And then, like, once you do the first one, you will do the next one. And then once you get confident in the first one, the next one will arrive. But the solution to this problem, I would say, would be to really quiet your mind and to focus on this one task that you want to focus on, and just do it one task at a time, or one direction at a time, or like one particular area at a time. How to quiet your mind, obviously it's a cliche already, probably, but meditation would be the thing, yes. And just to talk to your mind, maybe automatic writing or anything in that matter, to program your brain to focus on that task, to say to yourself that, hey, I'm good at it, that's what I feel I'm gonna do, that's what I feel I have to do, that's my intuition tells me that I have to pursue this, even if I'm not yet good at it, but I'm going to be good at it because this is within me, it's already in you. So you just have to unleash the power there. And by removing the mental block from there, that you're not good enough, all that self-esteem thing, by putting the brain in that order, your trained brain to focus on the task, you will get there. Again, when I just say about this, I really think about myself. I really think that these things really have to be applicable to me as well. And as I said, I'm doing this video for me as well, for me to realize where I am at, and to share with all of you, because I'm thinking about meditation right now, and it's not very easy. But what I started with yoga. And yoga really calms down my mind. I really didn't like yoga before. I didn't understand what it was about. I didn't want to look at it just as simple exercise. But for me, it became really me time, and me focusing on my mind, me focusing on my body, and me quieting my mind. So I became more conscious and aware because of that as well. And my mind became more toned down, like less thoughts. And the next step is meditation. So deep meditation doesn't have to be every day for like 5 minutes, but it just could be, if you like to, could be every 3 days for 40 minutes, whatever you feel like. But just this moment, to calm down your brain, to calm down your thoughts, and to focus on this idea that you want to dedicate yourself to. So either write about it or meditate to talk to yourself about it, because I do feel like, again, the more we uncover these layers of emotional traumas, of emotional blocks, whatever limiting beliefs, the more we get tuned into our intuition. And with that, we just have to, the intuition, the heart already knows what you want to do, what you feel like doing, and it's already there. It's embedded in your DNA. That I'm sure about this. That's again my personal belief, but I know that it's within you. It's just a matter of, finding that right thing. And then once you have it, you just have to tell your brain that, okay, this is the thing that I'm going to focus on. Okay, you have your job, you have your things to take care of, but then you have this thing on the other hand that you want to do, or you want to pursue, or you want to eventually switch to, or you have all the time to focus on this. So you just have to tell your brain, you just have to make a deal with your brain, like, hey, okay, stop thinking about different things. I'm going to focus on this one, and that will be it. So we'll take this maybe as a course for like direction for the 3 months or 5 months or 6 months or 1 year, whatever you need to do. Can be 3 weeks. So, or you can make a habit in 21 or whatever they say days, 60 days. So just know that the solutions are there. You just have to be willing to get them, because everything is being given to you. You just have to be noticing them. Just have to be taking the opportunities that are given to you by whoever is there, by whatever is there, whatever you believe in, the God, the universe, or you don't believe in anything and you believe that you are the one to do this. So everything comes to you. You just have to be clear in your goals, in your vision, and in your intentions every day. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And I hope I will be applying this as well to myself. Bye.